Here we have the startings of a project I've been wanting to do for a while. I've always wanted to build a walking beam trailer, okay? I got a side-by-side and I'd like to have a trailer I can haul behind it. I can get wood with it. I can use it for traveling, all that type of stuff, even getting car parts in the woods. I've been gathering stuff for a few years now to try to make something, okay? I have enough materials now gathered up, just scrounging here and there, that I think I can make something from what I got kicking around. What I got here is I got one of the tires is already changed over, but I got four trike tires, trike wheels. They're a wide trike wheel, and the tires and that are already on same size tires. I also have these trailer wheels, these small trailer wheels with a 5-bolt pattern. These are a 4-lug bolt pattern. I got the hubs for them wheels, but there's no bearing or nothing in them, and they used to go on a shaft, okay? That runs into an issue, okay? I can probably make something work, but you know, what I got here, I'm going to make do. The biggest thing with it is I would like to have a greasable bearing in the back axles, okay? On the wheels. I want to have something that I can put in. I can take it apart, grease it up, that type of thing, put it back together. Lots of strength, because there's going to be a lot of strain on these if he puts any amount of weight in the machine itself. So I wanted to use these stub axles. I picked these up as well. So right now I got everything here, but nothing fits together, okay? So here's my plan. Now, I want to run these rims here, okay? The problem I got is these are the hubs that I got for them, okay? They're just a standard rear axle out of a trike or something like that, and they went on a spline, so there's no bearing on them. Now, I can actually weld a piece of pipe on that and shove it through a bar and weld it on and have it solid mounted with no bearing or nothing in it whatsoever, okay? I can do that, but I think it's won't be a very nice ride. Well, you know, it'll be hard on a machine, you'll wear out the pipe, all that type of stuff, right? So what I got is I got a set of these trailer stubs. Now these trailer stubs, they comes with built-in bearings, the whole 9 yards, there's a shaft down and everything, so all that here can be just welded on, then bolt wheel on it, done. I can take it apart, grease it all up, everything right nice, and it'll work best kind. Problem I got is this is a 5-bolt pattern, okay? This is a 4-bolt pattern. So the problem I got is how am I going to get these wider rims to fit on this rim, on this hub. This is what I got. I got the original little trailer wheels that came on this hub. Now these are different size diameter than this one here, okay? Different size wheel, takes a different size tire, of course, is a narrower tire. I have 4 of these, and a couple of them are in really rough shape, but what I have in my head is to cut the center out of this, okay? Take the center out of this and weld it in the center of that. Okay, the biggest issue you're going to have is getting this centered on this, but I have a few ideas in mind. I've after widening rims before. Now you got to remember, this is a trailer. This is not used for road use. This is an off-road vehicle that I'll be up in the woods and going along trails and stuff like that with. So it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so this is what I got in my head, is to turn around and take the center out of these wheels here, clean them all up, center them in the center of this here, cut this section here out of the way so I can actually put the 5-bolt pattern in here and weld it in here. And that way then I'll have a 5-bolt wheel that will bolt onto these hubs, and then I can run this setup here for the walking beam trailer. Back to this now. I got all this stuff here, and what I got to do now is I got to get all the tires off of these rims and get tubes out of them, get them all ready so I can start trimming them all up and figuring out what way I'm going to do this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a set of rims for this, because remember now, this is only a trailer for in the woods. This is not something I'm going to take it up on the highway and doing 100 kilometers an hour with. It doesn't have to be perfect, okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the center out of this here and weld it into the center of this here so that it bolts up to this here set of wheels here, and I can use these stub axles, okay? I'm working with what I got. I got no money spent on none of this here. I got a welder, I got a grinder, so I'm going to make one. I'm going to make this work, okay? So what I'm going to do first here now is I just got to cut the center out of this here. So I got the center of this here straightened away. And then I'm going to turn around and get this here ready that I can actually lay it in place and get this welded in. It fits in here pretty good, I'm pretty sure. So I'll just lay it in there and I'll weld it in, then I'll weld it right around like that there. So all I'm going to do is get this cut up. And then, so all I'm left with is the center. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut through here, cut this outer band off along here, and cut the outer band off and on the inside as well, okay? And then I'll be left with just a single section right here. So let's get that done now. So I got it all cut out. I just chopped it out of the center of this with the grinder, zip blade. I got 2 of them removed. Had to cut right along the edge there to cut it out. You can see this section is in 2 pieces, and then as well this is welded together. And then I went ahead and I cleaned it all up with the grinder and got it all set up. This is all I need out of that there now. All I'm going to do is I'm going to take this here now and lay that there and center it up. And I'm going to weld that in there. Now, I got to try to get it centered and all that type of stuff, so I got to guesstimate at all this and try to figure it out. But what I got done here is I got this rigged up, okay? I got a hub. One of the hubs I got welded to the bench. And I'm using the bench itself as a straight edge. And I also put something this way here to keep it, the wheel straight and everything, to get the rim as close as I possibly can. Now, these are old trike wheels. You spin one of these around, they're not very straight, okay? So I'm not worried about it. It's an off-road vehicle. I'm going to get it as close as I possibly can. And, you know, it's going to be taking a pound anyway. But, like, after playing around, spinning a few of these rims, and they're not the best anyway. So I'm not too concerned about it. I won't be no highway driving with these wheels. I can guarantee you that. It's just all in the woods. All right, so I got that done. Now, next thing I got to do now is I got to come in here. And I got to cut all this out of here. Just get this all centered out there. I'm going to leave this ledge here, and this ledge here, and this ledge here is for alignment to keep everything flat this way here, but I got to remove everything else. So I'm going to dig out the plasma cutter now and cut that out. Now don't that look lovely? I used my plasma cutter and I cut that out. It was a lot quicker and easier than trying to do that with a cutting wheel. And then I took the grinder and I cleaned it all up and along here, and I'm too fussy on it right now. And I'm using these ledges here to lay everything on. There's the old center there, chopped out. That's garbage. Now I'm going to take the center here, lay it in place, okay? Lay it on these ledges all the way around here. Doesn't matter what clock, where it's clocked to or anything like that. I'm not worried too much about that. But I got to make sure I got the beveled edge up. And what I did then is I took this measuring device and I put it so it fit down in the corner of the rim here, and I found points on all the holes where all this would be equal all the way around, and that will get me a rough idea of where it should be at. And I'll do is I'll put a couple of tack welds on that and I'll start test fitting it over there on the wheel to see how it fits. Now, after trying, this is my second attempt now of moving it around, tack welding in place, and I got it bolted up on this here, and I'm spinning it around here. Now, the problem you got is the edge of these rims are usually damaged, and you can look at that there, there's a wallop in that rim as it's going around, right? And what I've been doing is I've been measuring off this intersection in here, okay? In along here, checking the trueness of it here and here. I'm not too much worried about it out here because I'll have to straighten up the rim anyway if it really gets carried away with it. But I'm right here now, and this is pretty good right here. Right, as it goes down through there, there's a little tiny bit, not much to worry about there, right? On this section right here. So I'm here now in the center of the rim. I'm in my own light here all the time. See if I can get this set up here so you can see it. Here you go. That's pretty good there. Problem I got is if you look over here a small bit, This is where the band is welded on. And that is in and out like a dog's stomach and along there. You can actually watch that move in and out there, right? But where I got that set up, that's working out pretty good. And then when you're looking across here, it's like I'm going off the bench itself here. That's not bad. There's a little bit of a wobble in it there. It's perfect for this, right? What I want it for, that's fine. So I'll take that off there now, and I'll weld that all up in there. So I got it all welded in there. All I'm doing with this is a flux core welder with 030 wire. Just a simple little welder. I'm going to build this whole trailer with it. And what I need to do now is I got to clean it all up. Back here on the back side here, I got to cut away all this here and flatten all this off. So I'm going to go ahead now and get all this cleaned up, get these pieces cut off it here, and get this cleaned up, and this room will be done. There you have it. I got that one done. Then I went ahead and I done the rest of them. So now that I got all 4 rims all made, I'm going to turn around and I'll give these a quick clean up, and I'm going to give them a coat of paint. So not going to get carried away with it. I'm just going to just freshen up, just so some protection on it, because it's going to be out in the weather. So get this cleaned up now. Nothing fancy. So there you have it. I got 4 rims made using an old trailer center, trailer rim center, and I got that welded into the rims, and I painted the rims, and I got 4 used tires for them, all the same size. They're all blown up. So that part of the trailer build is now complete. I got a set of wheels and tires to put on it. Next thing I had to get into is building the walking beam. But for now, I'm going to leave this one here. It's just a quick little video of basically me starting off a trailer. I had to do some building and stuff like that involved in making tires. I don't leave nothing easy, do I? So I got that done. Anyway, until next time, we'll catch you on the flip side.